All right, I put all the hands down. I got all my little gadgets here. Okay, today we are going to talk about likes, leads, and video. Oh, the bad word, leads. A home care marketing update, specifically kind of sort of for Facebook, but we're going to talk about a whole lot of stuff. So my name is Valerie Van Boeven, and I am the co-owner of LTC Expert Publications. George Novuson's probably listening in, and he is the other owner, and he is the person that you would talk to if you wanted to do business with us, and then I'm the person you would talk to once you are doing business with us. So our website is ltcsocialmark.com, and you can reach us at 888-404-1513 as usual. So we had over 100 people register for this webinar, so if you have a question as I go through the webinar, please use your little dashboard, and there's a place where you can type in a question. And I can hear you better without the phone, but I can still hear you now. Oh, okay. So what we're going to do is, if you have a question, I want you to type it into the question and answer area. You don't have to wait till I get done. In fact, it's better if you don't. If you see something, you have a question right now, go ahead and ask it. At the end, I'll go through all the questions, but if you wait till the end, then I'm answering, you're having to type it in, and I'm moving fast, and it's crazy. So go ahead and ask any questions that you might have as I go through. All right, so let's get started here. Okay, agenda. We're going to talk about social media. We're going to talk about Facebook likes and Facebook leads for home care. We're going to talk about video for home care, which I know boggles people's mind. I'm going to do a little recap, and then we're going to talk about Q&A. Well, we're going to do Q&A. So I wanted to just kind of give a little commercial here and just understand what LTC Expert Publication does. First of all, we've been in this business for 10 years. And some of you are regulars, and hello to you, and some of you are clients, and I don't get to see or meet my clients that often, but we're glad to have all of you, whether you've been a client or not. We hope you learn a lot from our free webinars every month. Our focus is on only home care and assisted living, and any senior service, but 90% of our clients are home care clients. We have some home health care, Medicare certified. We have more private duty home care clients. And the focus of our business is to give you more visibility online. So we know that you have to do all that shaking hands and looking people in the eye, and we know you have to do all that direct referral marketing. That will never go away, and we know you have to do all that. But we know that if you combine your online marketing with your offline activities, those things you're out there doing and engaging in with your community, then you'll have a better result. So that's always been our primary focus for home care, but we have all these little sub things that we do too, and one of them is web development. So if you need a website, we're here for you. If you don't, that's okay. We can still work with you. If you need content like original unique blog posts every week, we can do that. If you need help with your Facebook or your social media, we do everything that has to do with online marketing with regard to home care. E-newsletters are one of our biggest requests too. So you name it, we have programs for it. So today we're going to talk about some of the things that we've been engaging in and looking at really strongly over the last several months. And I'm going to give you some real numbers and data so you can make some decisions about how you might want to think about generating leads or doing video or any of those kinds of things. So the first thing we'll talk about is social media in general. And these are the accounts that I get asked about the most with regard to home care, and I will tell you that the two at the top are the only two pretty much in the home health care, home care demographic that matter. There are a lot of folks on Pinterest of all ages, and there's a lot of folks on Twitter, but we have not been in a position where we can see that there's enough engagement with those two accounts for the adult child of the aging parent that you're going to actually get a client from those. Is it important to have a presence? Absolutely. But it is more important to concentrate on these two. Now, LinkedIn is your professional to professional networking. I've talked about that a million times. I'm not going to talk about that again today. You can watch 10,000 of my other videos to talk about LinkedIn. But Facebook is really our focus for today. And that is your community outreach. So that's how you get out there in front of folks. and we're going to discuss that and some of our findings. So there it is again. So Facebook.com is your community outreach. You need to have a Facebook business page, not a personal profile. You can have a personal profile, but you need to have a business page to do all of this right. And you need to have a Facebook business page that's set up correctly. If it's set up incorrectly, it's not going to help you. You can create groups, join groups, and you can, but most of all, the thing that you need to remember about Facebook is that you need to participate. And if you don't have time to participate, you can hire a service like ours who is specific to home care, elder care, senior care. This is all we do for 10 years. And we're really good at keeping that engaging, unique content on your Facebook page so that people pay attention to you and your brand. So you need to participate, and if you don't have time for that, or you're just not web savvy enough to figure that out, or can't spend the time to figure out every article that needs to go on there, then let us help you. So that is why we're going to talk about Facebook. So we're going to look at some numbers now, and we're going to look at how we manage other people's Facebook business pages, and we're going to use one of our clients as an example. This is our friends in Palm Beach, Florida, and we're going to talk about likes, and we're going to talk about leads, because likes are the first thing that's super important. There are a lot of things that are important, but we're going to go here. So let me hit escape, and we're going to go over here to assisting hands. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is that this is the assisting hands of West Palm Beach. This is their Facebook business page, and this changes quite a bit, so this isn't how it always looks. And if yours hasn't changed in a long time, you might want to think about refreshing things a little bit. One of the things you might be able to tell from looking at this is that this is their cover photo, and you all have one if you have a Facebook business page, but you can see that it's not a static picture. It's a video. And I don't know if you know this, but you can put a video in that slot now. There's this tips for dementia care. Now this changes from time to time, so it's not the same video all the time, but it is a video, which is something new that Facebook just started letting people do. So this is one of the things that you might want to consider. So this is their Facebook business page, and I'm looking at this as, I have admin access, but I'm looking at this as a visitor. The next thing I want you to see here is their likes. 2,043 people like this page. Now, they didn't start with 2,043 people liking their page. We've been working with them for months on making sure that we are reaching out to a Palm Beach audience, not to people in Germany or Russia or China. We are reaching out to people in their local area, and we're increasing the likes on their page. And the reason we do that is because every time we put up a video, a blog post, or anything else like that, these people are going to be the first ones to see it. Now, we still have to do some other things in order to get more visibility, but building your likes on your Facebook business page in your local community, not all over the world, you only care about the people who are close to you, that is a little more challenging in some areas, but it's something that you definitely need to do, is build these likes. So once it got to about 2,000 likes, and let me show you some of the other things that happened on this Facebook business page. So you can see that every single day, well, Monday through Friday, I should say 5 days a week, there is an article posted to their Facebook business page that has something to do with seniors. And in this case, this was today. We published this, and it's all about being an active senior. Here's another one that was probably from yesterday, and then you can see some of their videos. So they have a lot of video on their Facebook business page, and we post 2 videos per month for them. And I think that the videos, I know, for instance, the videos are the most engaged content on this page. So some of these articles are really cool, and they do get a lot of people looking at them. But the videos themselves get thousands of views, and that's important. This is your brand. This is your business. This is how you reach out to people, and this is how you tell them that you're trustworthy and that you have all the education and all the authority that you need to be able to help them with their aging parents. So this is a great community outreach piece. So you can just see some of the stuff. Now my computer's kind of loading some more stuff here. But I just wanted to show you how that works and what that looks like. So this is a very well-managed and great Facebook business page. So these are just some of the things I want to show you. And I remember I talk about video a lot. So let's look at their videos for a second, because we're going to come back to this. They have a featured video. And so this is one of the videos that we created for them, and this is featured. So if you to look at this Facebook business page, like I'm on a desktop right now, but if you were to look at it from a mobile device, this is one of the first things that you're going to see is their featured. You're going to see their header video, but you're also going to see their featured video. So that's pretty cool. So any of the video stuff, it's so engaging, and people hang on to that and they watch it. And so that's the kind of stuff that you want to have up there. Okay, so these are some of the other videos that we've posted over time, and they have more than this, but we have about a selection of about 40 videos. But this is what keeps these folks in the spotlight in their local community quite a bit. So just wanted to kind of give you a heads up on that, and we're going to go back to my presentation here. So we've talked about likes. The people that have liked this page have done so not only because we have advertised to get likes for them. We have done some of that, and you almost have to. You can't rely on just saying, hey, here's our page, come on and like it. You actually have to do a little advertising to get those likes up to that level, along with telling people that the page is there. So this is definitely not something that just happened automatically because of video. It's something we also use some advertising power to get her to that level. So having said that, she's got a great community of people following her now. All right, so let's go back to the presentation, and let's talk about leads for a minute. So everybody wants to know, let's see, wait a minute, you know, how do I generate more home care business for myself, get more clients from current slide? Talking to myself. And you know, there are places online where you can buy leads. We talk about this in some of the articles that I've written. We have no preference as to, like, people will ask us, well, who do you recommend that sells home care leads? I don't have any preferences about who sells home care leads. We just hear good things about CareInHomes.com, and I know that they're exclusive leads. So if you wanted like 10 exclusive leads a month, those leads, I don't know how they even manage it actually, but I believe the leads are about $50 a piece for an exclusive lead. So they, you know, are completely lead generating. That's all they do, and you'd have to talk to them. So that's an option. But our clients are often asking us, is there any other way that we can generate leads? We know we have the visibility. We know that we're out there. We have all our likes. We have our content. You're doing all this for us. What else can we do? What are our options? And so I wanted to show you, we did some experimenting. And again, remember that this is an experiment and that I guarantee nothing when it comes to leads, because if I did, I would be foolish. This is a look at the back side of a Facebook business page. And this is our friend still in West Palm Beach. And what I want to show you is how many leads we were able to generate over the course of a few days, from the 21st somewhere to around the 27th or the 30th, I guess the 21st to the 30th, so about 10 days. And this is about 21 leads. Now, here's what I cannot tell you about these leads. I can tell you that they were all given to this client. They were all exclusive to her. They were run off of her Facebook business page, and we set everything up from beginning to end. But what I cannot tell you is if any of them closed or how quality they were, because when you run ads on Facebook, you can only ask so many questions. You can't ask, you know, do you have Alzheimer's, or does someone you love have Alzheimer's? You can't ask, can you afford to pay for this? You can't ask those questions. The Facebook, anything that violates HIPAA, or, I mean, if you ask a question like, can you afford private pay, you're probably not going to get very many people to respond because they think, well, all you care about is the money. Well, So you have to be careful about what you ask, but you can only ask a few questions, and you have to keep it simple. I'm going to show you why. But this is just a look at the back end. You can see that these are leads that were sent directly to that. And video has driven all of this. So every single one of these tests that you see that we did here were the result of a short, I mean 15-second video that we ran. So when you think about how leads are generated, this isn't us just putting up an ad that says, hey, we provide home care, come on over. No, this is a very thoughtful process with a video created specifically for this lead generation effort, and the messages have to be right, the video has to be short, it has to be engaging, and the text has to be right. So video drove all of this. Okay, took out names, but I'm going to show you some real numbers. Surprise, surprise. Leads are not cheap, and they probably never will be. I don't know, it's been a long time since I've talked to somebody about a place for mom, but I understand that a place for mom will give you a very qualified lead, hence the difference here, for $250 maybe. I don't know, maybe it's different in different areas. But this is what the lead cost looks like from Facebook in different areas. I wanted to show you. The very top one here is us running lead ads, and we got 34 forms, and this is over the course of 1 month. I think this is May of 2017, so this is just a couple months ago. We got 34 leads, and the cost per lead form was $11. But I advertised to all of South Florida, a huge amount of people and places and things. So that's a great price for a lead ad form. Woohoo! But you know what? None of you serve, I shouldn't say that. Most of you probably don't serve the entire South Florida area. And again, this is just a test. The next time we do this, these could be $60 a lead. I have no idea. For a Billings, Montana, now let's think about Montana. Not as much population, and this is just Billings. It's not the whole state. And so their lead ad cost ran about $100 a lead. For Chicago, Illinois, for about 8 leads, we were running at $37 a lead. For Palm Beach, Florida, for 6 leads, this is still just Palm Beach, not all of South Florida. At some point, they were at $105 per lead. And in Scottsdale, Arizona, just Scottsdale proper in the service area for that person or that office location, it was really high. And I can't speak to exactly why that was. I would have to go back and look at it. Again, these are tests. So this isn't like, oh, we're the experts and we know everything. This is just testing. Oops. So here's another one. I ran some Alzheimer's. Well, you can't ask somebody if they have Alzheimer's on a Facebook ad. It'll get declined because it's a violation of their privacy. So we had to be very careful about what we said. And so we didn't run it for very long, but we got about 10 leads at a cost of around $11. And this is South Florida again. You can see up here I was at $11. Down here I changed the ad a little bit and I was at $19 a lead. Palm Beach, we had another run of 7 that got 7 lead forms filled out over a course of a short period of time, and they were down to $30 a lead. So you can see that if every time, for month to month, this changes. Salt Lake City doesn't have as much population. You can see they were at $118 per lead there. So the things that make a difference here are that the place where you're at. So if you're in New York City, it's going to be probably cheaper to run lead ads. If you are out in the middle of nowhere, it's going to be much more expensive. It's just because you don't have enough population, and that's just the way it rolls. So if you're doing experimentation with lead ads, you're going to get different numbers. The other thing that changes this is the video that you run, the message that you have, and if you don't use video, this is what I've noticed, if you don't use video, very short 15-second video, then your cost per lead goes way up. So, we were, in behind the scenes, we have more data than this, so we learned a lot, but Just to kind of give you an idea that generating leads for home care is not easy and it's not cheap. If you want them, that's fine, but for Facebook lead ads, not only are they not cheap sometimes, but they are also hard to qualify. So although we can target a demographic of wealthier people or people who tend to have a higher net worth or maybe a higher home value, but what we can't do is specifically know that they are not a Medicaid recipient. What I can tell you, though, is that you do not get job seekers with these ads. So those of you who do not need job seekers clicking on your ads like they do in Google AdWords, this eliminates that problem. We do not get job seekers. These are all legitimate people who would like some information. So there you go. All right, so I'm going to give you a little more insight into what we were doing. This is a screenshot of a lead ad. It's not active anymore, but I wanted to show you just, and sometimes these numbers are going to be a little bit different because I ran all these numbers at different times, but this shows you that we had 6 lead forms over the course of a few days, and I'll show you that data in just a second. And the cost per result was $29.13. We spent $174 something. This is what the ad looked like. I know that I got a big black thing covering this up, but we had a little bitty video that talked about why seniors are so happy, and you'll be able to see that in a minute when I show you some other things. And it asks you if you wanted to sign up. I'll show you, but you'll be able to see a better picture. But this is a really short ad, super short, and so people saw this, they clicked on sign up over here, and it asked them if they wanted to talk to Marina, who's the owner, and she, got the form instantly. So that's kind of how that worked. And then this shows you how many days it ran. So June 28th through June 30th, 6 forms. Not too bad. $174.78 spent. That can get pricey if you want to keep going. So a small amount of time was spent, but it was only $30 a lead, but still that's $174 over the course of a few days. Okay, so next slide. All right, this shows you who responded to those leads, and guess what? Every single lead form that was filled out by a woman. 100% of the lead forms, this blue stuff, all these blue, and guess what else we know? That every single person who filled out this form was over the age of 35, and they were all female, and that is your exact demographic. You want that's like the persona. The adult child of the aging parent, usually a female, usually, whether it's a child, a sister, an aunt, a cousin, a nephew, a niece, it's somebody in your life who's a female who's calling to get more information. So you can see that across the board, all of that stuff was filled out. All of the forms were female, and they were all over age 35, probably over age 40. Fabulous information for you to know because it's perfect. Okay, so, and then this shows you something that's also very interesting that you probably haven't focused on yet. The type of device that was used when they filled out the lead form, mobile only. There was no person sitting at their desktop looking at their screen like I am right now filling out these forms. Every single form that was filled out was on a mobile device. So they were on their smartphone or a tablet or an iPad or whatever. They were not sitting in front of a computer. And so all 6 results in green here, every single one of them was mobile. And none came from Instagram. Do not bother with Instagram. None came from Instagram. Again, this is a short test, and this is in a nice Sun Belt kind of territory. So your lead results may be much different, but I am going to say that across the board, all the lead results that we got were pretty much women and mobile only. All right. So if you have questions about Facebook lead generation, I've given you some very real data. I do not know how much it would cost in your area to run leads. All you can do is test it. we would be happy to test that for you and create those videos and do all those things, but you're going to have to spend the money. And but we're happy to do it if it's something, and work with you to make sure that we find the best combination of people or demographics so that you're getting the best quality leads. We're willing to work with you, but I will just tell you, we do not have that magic, oh yeah, we can do it for you and we know, and no. You're going to have to spend the money to do it, but we will take all the actions and make all the things happen that are complicated and magical behind the scenes. What happens when those leads come to you, which is actually instantly, and if they close, is an unknown. So it's a risk. But if anybody who's out there who wants to do it, you're more than happy to let us know, and we'll take a gander at it. Okay, so the next thing, what makes consumers take action? Well, that's the video. So everything I just showed you pretty much came from video. And so the next question I get from folks all the time is, well, custom video? Are you kidding me? That's very expensive. I mean, if you gave me a bunch of videos, I wouldn't even know what to do with them. And where do you even buy custom home care videos? Well, we've been doing this a long time. And you know what? It's funny because in 2008, when I started this business, video was what we did. That was how we got people to page 1 in like 15 minutes. Of course, now it takes 15 months. But we were really good at it, and that's back in that day, it was super easy. But anyway, so we've always done video. We've never made a big deal about it. We've done different types of video over the years for people, but I wanted to show you because we get asked, and this is never going to go away, folks. Video is here to stay. So we have 2 types of videos, and so we went ahead and put it all together so you could see what it looks like. So home care custom videos, and whether you have us make it or you go make it yourself or have somebody else do it, that's all fine. I'm just going to give you a little advice on the 2 different types of video that you need to have in your back pocket for stuff. So the first kind of video we're going to talk about is stuff that you would want to use to advertise, whether you're doing Facebook advertising or Google advertising, which you know you can video advertise on AdWords. I'm not going to go down that road with home care. If I was selling T-shirts, I might, but not with home care. But for any kind of advertising, you need a super short video. We're talking 6 seconds, 12 seconds, 15 seconds is the max for a video in advertising, because no one's going to get past the 3-second mark anyway. It's cute, it's fun, it's interesting, it's neat, but you got to make it quick and compelling. So our Pink Lady video is one of the best videos that, and you can see that on your own in a minute, but I call her Pink Lady. Pink Lady video got a lot of lead forms, and it's a very cute video. It'd be great on somebody's, so with a short video like this, what I'm talking 15 seconds, I think, you can use them with Facebook lead ads. You can use them on your website, super cute. You can put them on your YouTube channel, which we do for all our clients. You can use it as the cover of your Facebook business page. So I showed you how that Facebook page had a video that's automatically playing. The sound isn't on, but the video, the big words are flashing across there, and you can tell that it's about dementia. You can use any of these videos and they just replay over and over again. So you can use a 15-second video as your cover of your Facebook business page. You can use them in Google AdWords advertisements. You can use them in a newsletter, as a TV commercial. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but they do have things that are shorter than 30 seconds called billboards. And they're really super short advertisements. I know that one station near us used to do 5 seconds. 5 seconds, that's really nothing. But you can do some short advertising. Usually they want a 30-second video. In a blog post, you can use them as a blog post and then just add some text underneath it talking about what you do. You can use them at the end of a blog post. So maybe at the end of a blog post you want to add a custom video there that talks about something similar to what's in that blog post. And you can pretty much use them anywhere you like. So these are great videos, and they should be short. So you need to have a suite of really short videos that are compelling, quick, and capture that consumer's attention but aren't droning on and on. All right, so then we have what's called explaining or explainer videos. So It used to be that I would tell people when they wanted to create videos for themselves, like for their own business, I would say, okay, that's fine, do all this, but make sure you keep it under 5 minutes. Ha! Guess what? Make sure you keep it under a minute. Well, under 2 minutes. So you can use longer videos to explain your services. And we do this for our clients in our Facebook programs as well, because it's hard to explain every aspect of home care: companionship, transportation, errand running, light meals, light laundry, whatever. I mean, it's just, there's a laundry list of things that you all do, and it's hard to explain it all. So what we do is explainer videos. Now, these videos are still short. They're 30 seconds to a minute 30, because you're still not going to have anybody's attention for very long. And these are not ones you would want to use in advertising. So the only difference here is that you're not going to want to use an explainer video in an advertisement. The other reason you don't want to use them for an ad is because they don't have the same call to action. Those little bitty videos I was talking about, boom, boom, call to action, call us right now, yay, yay, we're all happy. These longer videos are help educate. They help people learn. So you can use them on your website. You can use them on your YouTube channel. We have clients that do this all the time. You can use these as a cover of your Facebook business page, which is what you saw, the example I showed you. You can use them in a newsletter. You can use them as a TV commercial. They have to be right at 30 seconds, so we just trim or add on if we need to. You can use them in a blog post, at the end of a blog post, or anywhere you like. All the videos that we create for our clients now are in 720 DPI or 1080 DPI. So when we give them to you, we actually upload them to your YouTube channel for you, or we create a YouTube channel for you to house them on. They're all high def. So you could use them for anything you want. They'll show up great on a TV. All right. So when you're looking at, and I'm going to take you to, you're not going to be able to hear it really well, but I'm going to just show you where else. So if you wanted to see what these videos look like, we have 40 or more, and the options are actually endless, because testimonial videos are the other thing. Now, I realize that the best testimonial video is when I'm standing in front of the camera and I'm a client of yours and I'm saying, Mary took such great care of my mom and we love her and she's awesome and you should use ABC Home Care. Well, you're not always able to get that. I'm not always able to get that, and it requires some good lighting and good audio, and it's kind of a pain. Some people do it and they're brilliant at it, and that's awesome, but it's kind of a pain. So what we do is we take the testimonials off your website and we put those in video format, and they're fabulous. And they really show up nicely on your Facebook business page. So these 3 videos right here are at the top of this page. You can go here. It's these are 15, 20-second videos, and these are ones that we would use in an ad. You know, these are just samples. So this isn't everything. It's just some samples that we put together for you. And I'll go to this page in just a second. These below those videos starts an entire set of 40 videos that are the explainer videos. So you can see one is My Dad's Story, one is Light Meal Preparation, Housekeeping, Elder Care Crisis, Brighter Days, if you're struggling with care, how do you choose the best home care? All of these are branded to individual clients. So when you look at these, you may see 2 or 3 that are from the same, have the same logo and phone number, but I tried to mix it up on this page for you so you could see all kinds of different branding, all kinds of different websites. Some people are franchise owners, some people are independent. We even have assisted living facility that has a bunch of videos. So there are about 40 of these. And so what we decided to do was let you purchase them if you would like some. You don't even have to be a client of ours. You can purchase them. But I'm going to take you to that page. Let's see what happens. Oh, nothing happens. Okay, so let's go here. Escape. And we'll go here, and we'll go here. Okay, so here's the page that I'm talking about. It is at ltcsocialmark.com/home care video program. And you can see what I just described to you on the slides is right here. So the first type you're going to see are videos for advertising on Facebook or Google. So these are the 3 videos. And I can play this. This is actually the one that you saw in some of the emails that I sent out. And you're not going to be able to hear it well, but you can look at it on your own. this is one of the ones that generated some of the most and best leads that we ever put out there. And this is the Pink Lady video I was just telling you about. This also generated a bunch of leads. And we do all the music and everything. So, and this one is a guy texting with somebody about, you know, did your mom need home care? He's trying to to-do list, start looking into home care for mom. And you can see that he's texting somebody about, you know, did your mom use home care? So that's a really cute one too. And we have dozens of these. And then they do a home care, they do a search for home care. And you're seeing my YouTube stuff. And what comes up is assisting hands. So that's pretty cute. So these are the explainer videos. As you keep going down the page, these are the ones that are longer, so you can see how many there are. We've covered almost everything we can think of, and there's always more. There is never a time when we can't come up with a new topic. These are the ones I still have yet to add. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 videos I still need to add. I just couldn't move that fast last night. But you can see who pays for home care, how do I find living care, what is living care. You know, depending on who you are and what you do, one of these will apply to you or several. So I just wanted to give you a heads up that this is how we're generating leads, but also these get the very most, aside from any kind of lead generation. When you are on Facebook and doing a great job, video is where it's at, and Facebook absolutely loves video right now. Let me go back to, they're trying to win you over from Google and from YouTube. Okay, so I'll put this up here right now. If you wanted to talk to us about purchasing videos, the minimum purchase is 5 videos because, you know, we have to spend a bunch of time doing it. We might as well do 5 of them at a time. So it takes us quite a while. So the cost is about $100 per video, and that's really not that bad. You know, a lot of these custom videos cost way more than that. So $500 per video. If you go up in the amount of videos that you purchase, and we have over 40, the price goes down a little bit. But a lot of people will probably start at that $500 mark. You're welcome to do that. So my takeaways from all this, let's do a recap. Summary of today's main discussion is that Facebook is super important for you. Facebook needs content. It should come from your website. It should come from other places too, but it has to come from both. You know, you need to include your website in all of this. Facebook is your community outreach opportunity. It's a new way to generate home care leads with some caution. Remember, there's no guarantees there. And video for all the things that you do on Facebook is more important than ever before, so you need to get you some. And then a general recap kind of just talking about what we do. 7 top things that you should make sure that you have it together when you are doing your online marketing is you need to have a professional image on your website. So if your website's old and janky, please get a new one. You need to have a keyword strategy plan, and we do that for all of our clients. You need to have continuous publishing. We blog post unique content and put articles up on our clients' websites every week, and we've been doing that a long time. We have maybe 7 to 10 writers, and we pump out about 800 to 900 articles per month that are unique. Nobody gets the same article. You need to engage through social media. We just talked about all that. I won't go through all that again. You need to have a monthly newsletter. I can't tell you how important that is. And it needs to be mobile responsive because your folks are reading your newsletter on their mobile devices. And you need to have some backlink building, which we do some of that. You should have, oops, my little line's in the wrong place. You need to have reputation management, which is all your testimonials and reviews, and we need to turn those into beautiful videos. And you need to get some SEO management tracking and reporting. We track and report everything for our clients, and they appreciate that, and we appreciate that they appreciate that. So you need to make sure you know what your SEO company is actually doing for you. One last set of comments about Google AdWords. You all know I'm not a huge fan of Google AdWords for home care. I understand when people really want it, and that's okay, but I want you to see something. For being on the first page of Google, which we've been doing that for 10 years. Can we get you the first page of Google? Yes. Is it fast? No, but yes, we can. when you're on a mobile device or even on a desktop, when you type in, I think this is Home Care New York, and it gave me all kinds of crazy stuff. But the first 3 ads or 4 ads that you're going to see are all paid advertisements. The ad, and then the map, and then the organic results don't start till the very below halfway down the page. So if you're wondering why, hey, I'm on the first page of Google and I'm in the #1 spot, or I'm on the map, and you're wondering why you're not getting a lot of calls or they've decreased, it's because on a mobile device and even on a desktop, all people are seeing is this stuff up here. So some people have been asking us just for better visibility. Of course, Google knows you're going to ask this question. Can we get a really low cost, like $300 a month on AdWords just to get ourselves at the top sometimes, besides our organic placement, which is already at the top? And the answer is sure. If you wanted to do that, we could do it. But I'm not a big fan of AdWords still. I think your Facebook advertising is going to give you a better bang, only because you eliminate the problem with having people seeking jobs always clicking on your ads. So a Facebook program for home care is just something that we do to help you with more community outreach, with more content, with more likes, with more community involvement and commenting and people looking at all your stuff. So that's what our Facebook programs are for. So with that, I will take any questions that you might have. If you have questions, please type them into the little question area on your dashboard. There are too many people on the call to open up lines. That would be crazy. So if you could just type them in. Here's our website, ltcsocialmark.com. Here's our phone number. Here's George's email address, and that is an L. It's george@ltcep.com. Please email him. He will give you instant pricing and information. He will tell you what's going on with stuff. He's got all the goodies. So if you want to do anything with us, if you need video, if you want video, if you need to talk to us about content, Facebook, anything you don't want, you just let us know. I'm going to look and see if there are any questions. I don't see any. Does that mean nobody has a question about anything? Oh, I do see questions all of a sudden. Ooh, let's see. Ding. What is the best way to generate prospect lead? Okay, wait a minute. Let me go back up to the top. I could hear you better. Okay, I have no volume. Can you also talk about Facebook reach? Thank you. Okay, so there is something called reach. And Facebook, when you run ads, they reach out to a certain number of people in your local area, and the way they determine that is usually by what I put into that ad. So I say, I want to reach out to women age 40 and over who are blah, 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 but there's all kinds of crazy parameters behind that. So the reach is how many people they reached out to or accounts they reached out to, and then you can see. So if we reached out for 2 days, they reached out and got 2,300 people that they reached out to, and of those you got 6 lead forms. So that's what reach is. They reach out to a certain amount of people based on what you tell them you're looking for, and they will report that number to you, and then you can see how many leads you got based on that reach. All right. What is the best way to generate prospect leads on Facebook? I have done lots of experimentation with short videos of caregiver testimonials and customer testimonials, but nothing seems to work. I've used demographic-based audiences, retargeting, retargeting with likes. Okay, so what's the best way to generate prospect leads on Facebook? Okay, well, we talk about that a lot, and I don't want to give away all of our secrets, but the best way to do that, well, I guess is lead forms. So that's the way we do it. We don't just do static ads. They always have to fill something out. And they always fill out a Facebook form, not a form on your website. They will not do that. Hint, hint. So we just have really been able to, like I said, the cost varies, but we've been able to make that happen. Where do you see the number of likes? Oh, okay. Well, if you are looking at a Facebook business page and look to the right under About Us, you will see the number of likes. Video, what are your thoughts on making your own videos versus professional? go for it. If you can do it, you'll do it, and it's awesome. But I will tell you this, that I get that question a lot, and there are very few people who actually take a real action on it. So I do not have any problem with people making their own videos. I think it's great. Your audio, you must be mic'd up, and you have to have good lighting. You can buy a kit off of Amazon for $300, and you're on your way. But I would tell you that making your own videos, I mean, if you're going to be in the video, you have to have good audio and good lighting. But the way we do it is all through stock footage and stock photos. And sometimes people send, and then of course your logos, sometimes people will send us some other things that we can throw in there. But typically it's stuff that we find that we come up with that we purchase for video. And we put it all together using certain programs. And there's many, many programs out there that you can use. That is too small to read on my screen. Sorry about that. When posting videos on your Facebook business page, would you recommend posting videos that you find interesting and helpful from the aging community from YouTube or the internet? Do they need to be videos that are created by the Facebook page owner? You can, but if you want people to go to your website and talk to you about, needing companion care, and you want to use those videos on your website and you want to use those videos on your YouTube channel, then you have to have the full file, and you can't just share them from other people. You should be that authority and that person who actually has all those videos. You should be the one telling them, here's what we do. So if they're about your business, you can share all the videos you want, but what you want is to have videos that talk about you, your business, your vision, how you help people, what that means, and that's what really resonates. It's a matter of creating trust and authority. So you're good, yes, you can share other people's, but having your own is super important. Are we supposed to see slides? Watching on my phone? Just you on the camera? Yes, you're supposed to see slides. Don't know what happened there. Can you use the online marketing platforms as leverage for marketing to social workers? You can market to social workers, but you're going to have to use probably LinkedIn for that more often than not. Once you've connected with them on LinkedIn, then you can maybe even reach out to them on Facebook once you know their full name, or if you already know it, you can try Facebook. But for the most part, people tend to be a little more private on Facebook personally. It would probably be easier to make a professional-to-professional connection on LinkedIn. The web address to buy videos. Well, you're going to want to email George at ltcep.com, and he'll send you a form to fill out. Just let him know you're interested in the videos, because we need you to go through and pick the videos that you want. And he'll have a way for you to be able to do that. And then what we'll do is ask you for a few things like your logo, phone number, website address, and anything else you might want to provide, and then we'll go ahead and make those for you. What do you think about making your own video, not professional? I think I already answered that. Why do you not suggest Instagram? Oh, that's a good question. Instagram is not your demographic. If you are recruiting caregivers who are age 20 to 27, then yay, Instagram. But if you are trying to target adult children of aging parents age 40 and over, if anybody can prove to me that an Instagram ad is going to create leads for them, then I am all yours, babe. But I'm pretty sure that it's not going to work as well. And no tests that we've ever run, to be honest with you, on anything on Facebook with advertising, if it included Instagram, zero reaction from Instagram. I think it's because the demographic's too young still. Facebook's demographic, however, is getting older by the day, which makes them a little nervous, but makes me super happy. So use Facebook. Where is the link to your video samples? I can't find them on your site. Right, so I didn't put the link up there yet on the home page, but I will. It is, let me go back for you, kind sir, for asking. Yeah. Whoa. Here it is. It is ltcsocialmark.com and then /home care video program. It's kind of long. We may have to change that. But it's home-care-video-program. I will put a link to it on the home page of our website, so you don't have to guess at that. Bing. Let's see. Thoughts on Facebook Live? I love Facebook Live. We do lives as often as possible. In fact, this will probably go up as a live, even though it won't really be live. I love Facebook Live. I think it's awesome. I wish I had more time in my life to do more Facebook Lives. We try to do them once a week, but in the summertime it's hard with kids, so I have not done one once a week. Love Facebook Live. If you go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/LTC Marketing U, you will see our lives. Do most of your content writers have industry experience, or do you just have general content writers good instructions on how to make articles? We have, actually, that's a great question. We don't have to have industry-specific writers, but we do train them pretty extensively, and we have them go through a period of time where we critique their work, because we have a lot of rules, as you know, that we have to follow. We can't talk about giving medications. We can't talk about, we don't want to get into legal or political or religious issues. So there's all kinds of things that are a no for our writers. But we have some writers that have been with us for years, so they totally get it. And they're really good, and they pump out so many articles I can't even begin to tell you. It just blows my mind because I could never do it. And they're really good. They're on point. All their sources are at the bottom. And it's great. So, yeah, we don't have to have industry-specific. If we hired only industry-specific writers, the cost for an article would go from what we pay, which is pretty low, to over $100 an article. And I know that most of our clients could never afford that. Just $400 a month just for articles is ridiculous. They need all kinds of other stuff wrapped in there for that $400 a month. So, no, we train a lot. So how can we get more followers? If you want more followers on your fan page, then you need to do a little advertising, and that's how we do a combination of things. Some advertising, some natural, organic, but most of the time, because Facebook wants to make money, they want you to advertise a little bit to your local area and ask people to like your page, and if you do that, even on a low-cost way, you can get some likes. So that's what we do for our clients, is help them get more fans to follow them. All right, so that looks like the last question. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. I'm going to put George's information back up here, or our testimonials or something. And I just want to tell you that if you have any questions, if you need anything at all, please let us know, and we'll be happy to help you. But I hope that helped everybody learn more about Facebook, about likes, leads, and videos. So with that, I'm going to say have a great rest of your week and a great afternoon and a great weekend. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.